Alright guys, so when you go to set it up, the first thing, you'll hook up, you have 3 components, your ground, your torch, and your foot pedal. Make sure all those are in. Then you want to turn on the machine. You'll see a little white button come on. Right? So, then, right now, we're in stick welding. I don't know how well you guys can see that here if you do this. So, you guys are in stick welding mode. You want to be in DC TIG. Okay? 100 amps is going to be enough, right? And there's pulse settings and all that, but we're not going to get into that today. But that's how you turn on and set up the Lincoln Square Wave TIG 200. It is super easy. What's up, guys? So today I'm going to give you a little basic about how to set up a TIG machine. And this is pretty much where I started TIG welding, like, for myself. I bought a Lincoln Square Wave, went and got a bottle. This is the Square Wave TIG 200. They sent you with a number 7. I believe these are ceramic cups. I believe that's what they call it. We're going to take this thing apart. So the big thing I want to cover in today's video is how to set up a TIG welder. This machine, pretty simple, a couple buttons and you're there. But the big thing is, people really get lost on this part. What's the collet body and all that. So, I've now taken the TIG welder completely apart. The cool thing about the TIG 200s, actually, excuse me, you want to be real technical? Now I've taken it all apart. The cool thing is they have a flex, they send it with a flex torch, right? So you can move it to try to meet certain angles. These are the first pieces, as you can see. This, that's pretty worn out. They send you with 2, I believe a 1/8 tungsten and a 3/32. This is a 3/32. That's what they send you with the machine. I think I took some extra tungsten from work. This was the first machine I bought because I thought I'd be doing a lot of TIG welding, and I ended up using it more for stick welding because I started going more mobile. Anyways, that's besides the point. But recently I just went and I bought one of the stubby kits off Amazon. I think it was like 25 bucks. The main thing I bought this for, some of these parts slid. If I can get it out, is these right here, getting into tight areas. So basically what happens is, when you assemble your torch, the reason this is so long is because a full-length tungsten has to have somewhere to go. So it slides up and then you have the rest of the torch there. So I bought these so that, let's say I gotta get in something, you know, you have this torch on, you're ready to TIG weld, and you've got to TIG weld around something, right? Well, you've got to be able to maneuver that much in, you know, so you might hit something. That's why I got this. Comes with a different size ones, a few different size ones, pardon me. But that's just kind of one of the basics as to this kit. This kit literally just came in the mail. I haven't used it. This is actually only like the second time I've opened this whole pack. And what's cool, you'll see a lot of these on, like, guys using them on Instagram and stuff, is the, I think they're glass see-through, right? So that's kind of cool. That's kind of another big reason I want to use these today. So that's 1/16. This should be 3/32. This comes with 4 different size collet bodies and everything. So let's put this together and I'll walk you through putting all of this together. some of my vocabulary might be a little worse for wear. Because, like I said, I love TIG welding, but I just haven't been doing it that much. So I might not remember what everything's called necessarily. These are the big parts that, to me, I think you'll go through. These are called collet bodies. Basically what happens is they go in and there's a little notch in there, and what happens with the notch is when you tighten down your back cap, that squeezes down on the tungsten, pinches it, and this is all copper, so it will all connect the circuit, and when that's pinched, your tungsten won't move, because your tungsten is the electrode, and then you may or may not add filler metal depending on your application. So, first thing we can do, we can put those in. But I kind of want to use these clear lenses. I don't have a welding lens, so it's not really going to do you guys much. It's more so just kind of because I'm curious. So, the white part slides over there, and that's just to meet different cups. Like, and I'm guessing that's got to be how it is, because these don't screw on anyway. But they just kind of like suction cup on, right? It's weird. This is the first time I'm using these, so bear with me, I guess, you know. The next thing is, I'm not sure. I think I have to use this, but I'm really not sure. I should have watched a video before doing a video, I suppose. No, this ain't right. This is for... that ain't it. Sorry, I definitely use these. I was just started thinking, and I was just looking at my kit, and they come with different sized ceramic ones. Like, let me see if I can pull one out here. Like that, it has a much wider mouth, and that's what that's for, is to accumulate for that much wider mouth. So, anyways, little brain fart on my end. Just didn't think it clear, didn't think it through for a second. That's my bad. But you know, like when I bought the machine, I think it was a $1,700 machine. I think they've had them cheaper than that. But so anyways, you put your white cap on, you screw in your copper fitting, and then your collet body, the slotted side goes in, and then some people do it from the back, some people do it from the front. It really doesn't matter. The point of your tungsten goes through that collet body. And the good rule of thumb on this for stick out, especially when you're just learning, is your stick out should not exceed the width of the mouth of your cup. So for this, I don't know, let's say it's 7/16, that's about what my stick out can be. I'm gonna hold it back a little bit more. I generally do. If you have too much stick out, you'll your argon won't flow into it right. So basically what that means is you're not going to get good coverage, and you're going to get porosity because you're allowing air to suck into your weld if your stick out's too far. So like I said, I normally hold mine in just a little bit more. The next thing is, I'm not sure I can even use the holders. Yeah, that should definitely fit now. But I want to make sure there's not a difference between the two of these. Doesn't really look like there is. So like I said, this is the first time I've used this kit. There it is. So I don't think there's a certain end, but I don't like how that just pops off of there. I mean, you're supposed to be pretty graceful with it. We'll put all our spare parts in here, but that's just kind of a look, kind of a review. Now, like I said, this that I'm welding on today for a welding table, it's just a piece of like 1/8 inch 303 stainless steel. I used to work for a company. It's been bent. It's 1/8 thick, but it's got about a 1 inch bend all the way around. It was actually meant to be a door, but it was bent to the wrong size. And I had just bought a welder, so had asked my boss if I could take it home and just kind of use it as a temporary table on a wood bench. It's sturdy and it's better than just a piece of metal laid over a wood bench because there's actually an inch of room in between there. So what we're working on today is this little number for my neighbor. He's got to drill down in some wood, so we bought one of these extender things, but the set screws don't actually hold it because he's got a big 1 3/8 paddle bit on here. So he brought it over to me, thought, hey, can you weld this? And I thought, yeah, but this, what do you charge for this, you know? I mean, if you're set up, it's gonna take 5 minutes, so I figured I could just be neighborly, do it for him, and make a video about it. So let me go grab my hood and we'll get started. So if you're just starting in your home garage, make sure you're using your PPP. Always wear sleeves, a long sleeve shirt, or you can get on Amazon, I'm sure, and order some sleeves like this. They just slide over your arms. You don't want that nasty, awkward looking sunburn. And then as far as gloves, I picked the Volcom Defenders up from Harbor Freight. I actually kind of like these gloves. They seem to work, hold up pretty well. But it's really your personal preference. If you're just starting out, you don't have to get the expensive Miller gloves. I mean, I don't. So, let's see if this works. This is the first time I've TIG welded in a long time, so. Okay, I'm actually gonna decrease my stick out a little bit. Because I don't know what this metal is. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, that seems to be working a lot better. A 100 amps is just melting right through this thing. Just like that. Then hold your cup over your weld after it's cooling for about 10 seconds. In fact, I just heard my machine click off. What happens is as this puddle, is cooling down, we're still pushing argon through, making a shield over that weld so it doesn't suck air in and get porosity. Now, this just being I mean, you never know what's in this stuff. I don't even know what kind of metal this is. I didn't check. But that's just kind of what it ended up. I just fused it, heat the puddle up real quick, and then just started moving it around. And it looks like it came out pretty straight. I don't see it waving around a whole lot, so we'll let that cool, and we'll go run it up the road to them. But so anyways, guys, that's just a little starter, quick, maybe like 15-minute video on just like setting up the machine. If you're new, I get a lot of guys who say, hey, can you like maybe make videos on how to set up a machine and all that? And I really want to. It's just a time thing to do it right. But this was just like a quick one. They'll be better, more planned out in the future, I guess I should say. But The biggest thing, guys, like in school we used to say, if you're not burning, you're not learning. If you're not under the hood, I mean, you can that's where you learn. You can buy a welder and practice in your own garage, you know what I mean, or go to a welding school if something like that interests you. The thing is, to do it, it's just one of those things. You can watch someone do it for years, but until you get under the hood and do it yourself, you're really going to be limited, because it's that burning, it's that learning how to do stuff hands-on. It's a hands-on trait, and that's just what you got to do. But we'll make a few more videos like this. I'll go into more on like the settings of the machine, and I'd really like to break down some vocabulary instead of just like showing you different, you know, processes to use and everything like that. We'll really show it to you. Man, he really heated up this tip. Hopefully that paddle bit's still good. I didn't just weld that on there for nothing. But anyways, guys, hope you like this video. This will definitely be a Wednesday video. Feel free, you know, stick around if you liked it. Again, this was just a quick one, but if you liked it, hit the subscribe button and you'll see a lot more. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Everyone stay safe out there.